Hello, everybody. It's been a long time since I live streamed. I've been getting back into this here for a little bit. So let's see what goes on here. Let's get my live stream pulled up here. There we go. That was quick and easy this time. Normally it takes a while. Let me kill the sound on this thing. Nope. Oh, there you go. Well, if I don't quite, I'm using my tablet. So if I don't see you guys, come on. What the heck? There we go. There's the volume off. Okay. Now I might have to restart my. Well, it's a me problem, not you a problem. But here, let's see here. Okay, now we're all set up here. Finally got it to come back. Hopefully everything's good. You guys can hear me well and good. Okay. I'm just gonna turn my headset down a little bit here. I left off harvesting some corn here. I started this earlier today. I got a bunch of fields to cultivate today, so I thought I'd bring you guys along. And so how's everybody going? It's been a while since we've been on here. Had some a few rough weeks. I saw rough last month was kind of rough. But other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna get into it. My close friends and family knows what happened and what's going on. So, it's been raining here a lot. I haven't been doing much of it. And the nice days that we do get, we're too busy doing other things to go do stuff that we really want to do. You know what I mean? You know, like go, like out for a ride side by side, or it was raining all day Saturday. Well, it didn't rain all day Saturday. About 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's down for like 2 hours. And then, so that killed half the day anyway. And we knew it was going to rain, it just, they said it was going to rain earlier, that's what they were going to ride. Saturday. And Sunday was just beautiful out. But we had other stuff here to go, so we couldn't go. I had plans to do other stuff on Sunday, so we couldn't do that. So, now it's supposed to be nice out. It's been cold too. I mean, like really, really cold up until like last week. We went right from, we skipped spring altogether. I mean, our weather was so good that we skipped spring altogether. It went right from cold, freezing, cold, and winter. Got 1 or 2 days of like warm weather. Then we're back cold again. And it stayed cold for until like last week. And wham, it hit summer. So yeah, let's get right over to spring this year. It's been a while since I've been on here, so what's everybody's thoughts about the warthogs and the wild boars, I should say? Is what they are, the wild boars. Now, I know you can turn the crop damage and stuff off of them. That's what I do. You know, they're there. Just wish. You know, they say put them feeders out and you won't get them. Well, I got them all over on my mouth. And they're still full. So, I mean, that's why I turned to that's why I turned to destruction mode off. Now, if we could do something with them, you know, like catch them and take them, you know, to like the animal killer, and, you know, and sell them, that'd be good. I'd be okay with that. But other than that, everything's going well. Just lots of crops to harvest. The rest of this field is built across the street. I'll harvest. I got a big field of peas to harvest and a decent sized field of green beans to harvest. So yeah. And I'm not sure if I'm going to take this corn and make it into sweet corn, or am I going to put it through the dryer and have dry corn? Maybe I'll dry this field, put this field through the dryer, and put the other field across the way, across the street, into sweet corn. Yeah. Pretty much canned corn, you know, but they call it sweet corn. It's the mod, you know, it's on Mod Hub, so, you know. Of course, I'm playing on PS5, so everything, all the mods they get are, you know, they come off the Mod Hub. Air conditioner. It's a little warm in here. I closed my front door because my front door pretty much all day, always day, night, you know, with some fresh air and stuff in. And, well, closed the live stream and turned the air back on, and it's really chilly with the air on. I'll suffer through it. Because there's kids outside playing, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that. Well, maybe I should just let her sit where she was at. Turn the tractor a bit, but no, I've got to say the tractor. It's not that far. It's that powerful there. Unloaded to the green cart here. Auger wagon, caser bed, you know, whatever you guys want to call it. It's all the same thing. It depends where you're at in the world, you know, or country, or wherever you're from. And they call it different. It's all the same thing. You know, hold your crops and puts it into a trailer, you know. Unload it into a trailer, don't know how it works. Kind of hoping to maybe get a few new subscribers out there. If anybody would like to do one, I'd be grateful for that. Play some music if you guys want me to. And I do love this. The GPS here. Boy, I went back and played on 19. Oh, I'm like trying to get the old GPS to work, and it was like, oh, this guy ain't gonna work, no wonder, you know. Yeah. I do miss doing GPS whenever you go back and you gotta play on that, you know, and it just doesn't work, you know. Just sit there, come on. Powerful cell phone pole, now same thing. They call them telephone poles here or something, you know. Other places call them power poles. I never haven't been live streaming a lot lately. It's been a while. I figured maybe it'd be nice to come watch the daily farm and get some work done. Maybe not streaming up really that long today. This is long enough to put a little stream out there for you. Dude, watching like last month watched Crypto Fox play this one pirate game. Boy, I wish they would bring that thing to the console. Boy, that game looks amazing. I mean, the controls would work. It's basically the same, you know, you really honestly don't need a keyboard or something like that to play the game. It's all done with like controls. So, I mean, the PS5 is probably running quite well, or the Xbox Series X will run, you know, pretty well. But now the Switch, I don't think so. I almost thought about buying Farm Simulator 26. Yeah, I'm playing on the tablet and stuff. Like when I go like to the doctor, I'm sitting there waiting for them, you know, your appointment to come. And, you know, you just sit there waiting for you get there early, like they tell you to arrive, like, oh, come 15 minutes early for your appointment, blah, blah, blah. Well, you get there and you sit there an hour, you know, wait, you know, like, why did I have to come so early for, you know? It's like 20 minutes past my appointment time, you're still sitting there waiting, you know? Or a half hour, 40 minutes, you know? Then get in there. Then you're in the doctor, what? The doctor, then you know, and they see for like 5 minutes, or that, you know, and then boom, you're done, and you go back out, and then you're done. You know, it's like, come on. What really gets you is, you go in there, and there's only like one other person there, you know, in the waiting room, or sometimes none in the waiting room. See, you're the only sitting out there in the waiting room waiting for the doctor, but the whole time you're sitting there, you can see the reception, you see desk or window, you know, and no one comes out, and you don't see no one coming in. But why are you sitting there now? You don't see nobody coming in. You know, like you go to the doctor, you know, coming up to make their next appointment and stuff, you know. Like, but yeah, you sit there 20 for an hour, you know. But they'll be late because then they, you know, arrive late, and then they sit there for even longer. Well, you missed your lunch, so what shit. Like, last weekend there was nobody here. Does anybody else have that too? Not now. When I go to, I will admit, when I go to Loop Link, whatever time I get there, if I arrive like 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early, or right on time, I get right back, and then, you know. That is the best. Yeah, yeah, I will admit that. Normally I get in there early before my appointment, you know, and I'm done and in and out within like 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, Mr. Silly P said about his controller analog stick. Yeah, mine's doing it too, my left one. Keeps sticking like towards the right. And see, I'm not even touching my stick, and look at the steering wheel bouncing, and the combine it goes to the constantly moving to the right. Yeah, needless to say, this is a 13 PS5 controller I bought. Well, wait, yeah. Here, this is the third one. The first one, it wasn't the analog stick, it was the circle button that would stick. And then the second one, it was just one of the analog sticks. And it's not like the old ones. You can take them apart and, clean them, and you'd be fine. Now this one, these PS5 ones, you can take apart and clean them and get them to work. Stop that right there. We're going to run across here. We're going to jump into Versatile here. Come over to the truck. We're going to load this here. That's it, just the spout. Well, that wasn't very much corn. So now I got a choice to make whether we just want to put it all in. I'll make more money, I'll be honest, I'll make more money if I dump it in and make it into sweet corn than I would dry through the dryer and having to dry corn. But I got some dry corn already in my silo from last time that I didn't. Really not much here. I don't. Well, we'll go dry this. We'll go dry this one here out. This truckload here out, and then when it's done dried, then we'll. Like I said, we'll dry all this. And then we'll put it with the rest of the dry corn, and then we'll sell it. And then we'll be done with the dry corn, and we won't dry no more corn after that. We'll just put it all in sweet corn. I mean, it's a perfect spot for that corn jar, and you can't put nothing else in there. There you go. Oh, she's full. Okay, so now we gotta... we need this tractor here. Drop that off. The bad part is I'm not gonna... I mean, we could jump to that corn. Well, I need to set up anyway. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna dump the rest of that corn in this bin here, and that silo there. And that way I know when I take the corn out of there, I can put in the corn dryer. And then all the corn I get off that other field, that did say open, right? No, open. Okay. Now it's open. I closed it. I must have never closed it from before. And then all the other corn I get off the other field, we'll just put, it doesn't fit in for sweet corn. Raise this up some. Set up, not down. Be pretty close right there. No, or a little. Oh, right there looks good. It should be centered over close enough. And we'll swing this like this. And then we'll turn the tractor off. This is going to be a while when this essentially not run. Yeah, see, that's still emptying out every couple seconds when it dries corn. There's not that much left in there. Like I said, we'll dump this here and here. And that way we know we'll just dry this one back out. There we go. I got sheep, I got goats, I got two sheep, I got one sheep pen and one goat pen, and they're all completely full. I got chickens over there on the other side of the bunker, and then I got regular Holstein cows, and the first barn coming up here. I got Holsteins in here, and let's see, there they are. And then we've got buffaloes, the water buffaloes, and 3 Black Angus in here. I just sold some Black Angus, and then I put the rest I bought the rest water buffalo, adult buffalo, water buffalo. Where's one Black Angus at? There should be 2 little ones running around here somewhere. And 1 mama left. I see there's one of the calves right there. Yeah, they're 3 months old now. Mama's on here somewhere. She should be. I always find her, like, and I'm probably not gonna find her now that I'm looking for her, specifically looking for her. I've only seen the one baby out there floating around. But there should be two little ones in here floating around. Oh, I forgot to give them, yeah, see, there's one. But anyway, there's two in here. And then when they get fully grown, I take them down and sell them off. You know. Take them down the animal dealer, you know. And sell them off. But, you know, what I really Cushy could do with these is turn them into, you know, some good old steaks and hamburgers and, you know. Yeah, you can't do that on here. Well, once I think once they're fully grown, these two calves, once they're fully grown, I'll take all three of them down and I'll begin those and I'll buy 3 full water buffaloes, put them in there, and then we'll be done with Angus. Because I found out it's not really worth it. Put it this way, on this game, you won't get rich raising the Angus. On this map anyway. Maybe there won't be other reason why. I don't know, I'm not saying I lost money doing it that way. But I didn't make as much as I thought I would. Now for me, so I feel like it's, you know, that house I thought. Holstein. I mean, I feel like Holstein cow. I actually got some of the Swiss and the Persian and other. I know it's a Monday. Why? go. Live stream on Monday. Let's start. We used to all the time. That was like early in the morning. Not early in the morning. Time for Australia, you know, people get on here and say, oh, geez, I miss playing well, you know, and everybody else that used to play. You know, Ryan, and Beck, and Natalie. We all used to play together, you know. So Ryan, you know, a couple of the other ones used to play on there. Rabbit Man, Carrot Man, we knew it was all the same. You know, Rabbit Man, Carrot Man, they were the same guy. Well, that's my brother, I don't know why. How come you're Muslim friends? Rabbit Man, some mistakes jump on there, Mr. Ugly, and so on, but well, that was wild, but that was quarterback on, don't quote me, 17? I think it was 17. Yeah, we all played, I think it was 17, because we played on, South Mountain Creek. Well, that was a long time ago. PS4. That's the old PlayStation 4. And the Xbox. Xbox One. Of course, back then, you know, we were playing, we were live stream on Twitch. Yeah, because we all had Xboxes. And we always live streamed on Twitch. Because you can't do that for the live stream, you know, have the Xbox on YouTube. And then we all bought PlayStation 4s, PS4s, so we could live stream directly on YouTube. Hey, you can go back and look at some of my, videos and live streams from PS4 days back early on. Oh, there's some on there. Oh, crack. I go back and I watch them and still crack up. Especially when we released that little lawnmowers. Straws and made like a go-kart track. Oh, that was great. Yeah, those are fun. That day was fun. That was a blast. Yeah, if you notice, I'm using all versatile one here, pretty much. Other than the harvester, or the harvester. And I need to upgrade this thing. We're working on it. The combine. Yeah, I gotta upgrade the combine next. Still versatile Cummins power. Yeah, they are. See? Cool. go John Deere combine. This was in the sale. You know why I bought this one. I got rid of the combine to start with, and I ended up, this was in the sale, and I bought it. Too bad the header was like the corn header, and the regular header wasn't, you know, sale with it. That's alright. And of course I bought all the versatile new tractors and, you know. I mean, I got a big loan out there yet. That's just paid off. I'm getting started. Sold the field we're down there with Walter. I sold all that stuff off. I did start out down there. This is the second time I've done this map. I mean, because the first one, as y'all know, I thought my PlayStation was crashed. And, well, I mean, I couldn't get into it. Well, I knew the PlayStation was crashed. It just wouldn't let me log in for some odd reason under my profile. I told that story. Oh, once already. Oh, I was so frustrated with that. Then I set it back to back for reset, and I was almost a game. Like Snow Runner, I mean, that one I didn't mind going back and starting over. I mean, I said there wasn't a really good map I was enjoying on Farm Simulator 25. You know, I really do need to try a couple of them and give them a better chance at, you know. Now, if they would release Lono again, I would definitely jump on there and play it. I'm just saying, that's my all-time favorite map, Farm Simulator, that there is. You guys know, watch my live streams or my videos and stuff. That's one of my most favorite maps. That is my favorite map for Farm Simulator of all. Now, I do like this Riverbend Springs. I mean, I do like this map. Yes, they are giants. I hope they stick to what they said, bringing humps and noses back. Since they bring that out, oh yeah. Everybody's like, that's confusing. I'm like, no, it's not. It's easy. One hit. It is so easy to figure out. I mean, yeah. It is great. Oh, something it's hard. I'm like, no, it's not easy. If you guys have 19 and you have something to do, you can't figure it out, let me know. I will gladly make a video and show you how it works. Or just go back and watch one of my videos or one of my live streams that I've done it on. Yeah. Valley Yield Straight is map I built on. That's another one of my favorite maps. I do like that map. I can find out real quick. Pull it up here. Yeah, it's under 19, and just go back, I think it's go back Thursday, is one of the husbands that I'm done with a little, no, yes, Valley Mule Farm. I filled on 22. That's it. Farm Simulator 22. Pump Simulator. I forgot one. Which one to come out on. I just go back and look. He's my dog. Hey, John, how's it going, buddy? Hey, yes, it has been a long time. Yeah. I haven't here and rarely I'm on a Monday even. Live streaming on a Monday. But yeah, I had lots of stuff to do in the farm, so I thought, lots of harvesting to do, so I thought I would, that's good to hear. I live stream, while I'm harvesting the field. I got this rest of this cornfield to do. I got a field of peas and a field of string beans to harvest. And a couple fields, and I'm gonna plow them all and replant them, and got one more field. I got a field I just harvested not that long ago. Last time I played was onions, and I got to plow that field up, and then I'll got to plow these fields up and probably do lime on them, and you know how it goes. field of corn's gone into make sweet corn with it, and the field across the road I just did of corn. I'm gonna dry it down to dry corn. Cause there's some dry corn in the silo, but not enough to make a full trailer load, or it wasn't worth selling. It was left over from what I already sold. So I thought, well, I'll dry that field, and once all that corn is dried off, I'll sell it, no matter what the price is, I'm just going to sell it. And then I'll get rid of the corn dryer, because I make more money on the sweet corn than the drying the corn down. So yeah, I got them modded. I got the modded Panther, Expo, Panther harvester for the green beans and peas and the onions. So you're not driving like really slow, you know. Or the width where it takes you forever to harvest them, and bring 4 different harvesters that, or 3 different harvesters that do all 3 crops. This one does all 3, and you're done. I never liked this song like that, but hey. Now if you're just harvesting all one type, like all beans and that's it, and you have a bunch of fields with beans, yeah, that's worth buying that other harvester and just, doing it the way you should, or like this. Hey, I'm not gonna plant all my fields in peas, or green beans, or, onions. Or carrots, Or red beans, or, whatever those are, It's summertime, getting the go-karts out. Ready to go racing there, John? Yeah, she went to Eldora this week. I watched the dream. Watched it. Should have went out Wednesday and stayed there until Sunday. Come home. And that wasn't in the plans. That just was. One of these years I'm gonna do that. About leave like Wednesday morning. It's not that far for me to drive to Ohio from where I live. I mean, to Roethlisberger, Ohio, it's only like 4 hours for me to go one way. And I definitely ain't getting a motel room. I don't know. Too much money for that weekend. One of my parents got I could talk Dad into taking the camper out, and, they just stay in the camper all for them 5 days. Heck, do like we used to do back in the day. Get a conversion van in. We used to go to car shows in Carlisle, PA, and the big car shows and flea market. We'd take a, back in the day, we'd take a van, you know, a conversion van, you know. Our buddy had a nice conversion van. He'd sleep in the bed and I'd just, you know, used to pop, back then the chairs you could get, you know, the seats get popped out and move them, you know. Yeah, just pop them out and throw a sleeping bag down on the floor and, or put the two chairs like facing each other and lay the back down on them, and you could sleep in them. Sleep in one and prop your feet up in the other one, you know, because they would actually touch if you turned them side, you know, facing each other. That's how most of the time I slept. Yeah, we took a grill, you know, like a fold-up table and throw it out there. We take a big grill, you know, just like on a little tabletop room. Yeah, it's the two of us, you know. Most time we ate, you know, they always had concession stands there with hamburgers, hot dogs, and hot sausages, or whatever else you wanted, you know, so you could just eat right inside the, you know, the show and come back out at night. And we don't go down, you know, one night, you know, spend the night and then get up and, well, one time we spent the whole weekend there. Yeah, we went down on a Friday. We left Friday. We left Friday morning, got down there, got in our spot. Went to the show Friday out, you know, about midday. Went over to walked into the show. Walked around, looked at some of the cars that showed up earlier, you know. And then we started walking through all the vendors, because, you know, that's what we mainly went there for. No, but a lot of times we went to we went to the RC shows and did that, you know. Yeah, go in and look at all the... That was in Bloomberg. Was that in Carlisle too? We took a couple different ones of those. You know, spent the night in the... You know, get down and buy some... get good deals on RC cars and parts and stuff that you know, at least three back in the day. I hate cool planes too. They get on by some planes and stuff. We buy model kits and stuff. And couple of them, the model kits we bought. You know, we always took a full-up table with us. We'd sit there and buy a couple models that during the first day, they go back to the van and sit there and we'd take our paints and stuff with us and stuff. And sit there and start painting up the motors and, you know, all the stuff we used to paint and stuff together. You just sit there at night time, you know, paint that stuff up, but, you know. Sit there and have to throw back a few cold ones, you know, adult beverage drinks, you know. At night time, cool campfire going, you know. There's a good old days, you know. guess they were hobby shows, you know, too. It's not just, but they had more than just, they had more than just RC stuff at them too. They had, you know, like model railroad trains, you know, like all kinds of stuff. Like, you know, like vintage, you know, model kits, and, you know, they have airplanes there, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, model kits, and, like RC planes, RC cars, car planes, you know, like model railroads, you know, railroad cars, scenery, all kinds of kits and stuff. New ones, used ones, old ones, you know, used ones, you know. Like a few like Tonka trucks and, you know, old cars and stuff like that, like old matchbox cars and, you know, hobbyist stuff, you know. Like die cast, you know, it's a die cast cars and stuff. Well, back then I wasn't into like buying like the tractors and stuff like I would be today. If I would go on today, I would probably buy some like different tractors, you know, like die cast tractors and stuff like that. I think the RC show still runs, but I don't think it's as big as what it used to be. I used to get the flyers. They used to send us. I used to get a mailing list, and they would send the flyers out to us, and you know what dates they were having it. Because you could join the club there. It was laying on the back, and it was like, I don't know, like $3 to $5 or something like that for the year to join the club, and then instead of paying like $20 to get into the show, you only spent $10 because you're a club member, you know, stuff like that. I don't even know what I think it was like $10 to get into the show, and you pay like $5 or $6 for that, you know, instead to get in. But then they would send out every 3 months they would send like a newsletter out. People would sell like, it would show like people would, you know, you could like, people would put like their, like train cars and stuff like that, all railroad train cars, RC cars and stuff like that in that flyer that they would send out, you know. Like the collectible, you know, stuff. Like I needed a one railroad car that day, made a selection of them, you know, very few limited editions of the cars. I had the rest of them, but I needed that one car. And I was constantly looking at flyers and come on. And one time I was in there, well, I called the guy, and he just sold it, you know. And I was like, oh, it's like, man. I said, if you ever come across another one, yeah, it's one of them things. And I've went to that show like years and years and years straight, just try to find that car. But then one time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of this, you know, Mark Road and stuff. I packed all my stuff up in a couple, you know, totes and stuff, and took them down and sold it all at one shot to one guy. One guy was interested. I sold it all. One guy. Yeah, but it's fun. I don't mind corn harvesting. It's fun. I should have emptied it out there. We're not gonna make the same field. Oh my. Yeah, like 5 or 6 locomotives. Like, oh, it's hard. I'll tell you how many cars. Lots of track to sell. And I just took it all. A couple buildings and stuff that were still in the boxes and stuff. A couple of buildings I put together that, I just lost. I bought all the stuff and just had nowhere to set it up, I was waiting to get a place big enough where I could, just set it up and see it set up. And then I just ended up just selling it all off. Yeah, I'm done with it. It's empty now. I'm gonna bring the truck over to the field and just empty into this. Boy, thinking back then, I wish I still had all that. All my RC cars and all my train stuff I had. I know I sold that stuff at a good price. I knew I'd never get out of what I actually had into it, It took me forever to find out one car I wanted. Limited edition car. And to complete the set. That training set. And I turned around after I had it I turned around and just sold it. Sold everything. I probably should have broke them cars out. That set sold it separate, but I thought, well, by the time I do that, I didn't have a vendor's table there or nothing like that. I was just walking around and asking some of them that I knew that might possibly buy it. They wanted to buy it. Not that we didn't have cell phones or nothing like that either. It's not like you give your cell phone number and show them, send them pictures or something like that. But back then there was cell phones weren't a thing. Maybe take pictures of the stuff with you and carry around with. I just like, no, there's a bunch of totes and stuff and explained to what I had. And one guy went out and looked at it and made an offer and I was like, no. No, I'm not selling for that. But one of the guys standing there heard me talking to the guy that was selling it. I was going to sell it to him. He doesn't buy it, I might be interested. Okay. He went out, he looked at it. And he offered him more money than what the dealer, the guy I thought would buy it. Long story short, I didn't sell it to him. I went to another guy, and he offered me just a little under what the other guy, the one guy offered. Well, then I seen that guy and I was like, hey, you selling it or stuff? So he's like, yeah. And he offered me, he goes, I can come up a little bit on it. And Alright, Don, good night. Have a good night, sir. And we'll, have a good one. He ended up offering a little bit more money, and so I sold it to that guy. And he didn't live that far away from me either. I mean, he lives like real close to Riley. Wow, I knew that. Because I thought about just putting in that flyer coming out. That club flyer. And I thought about selling it on there, and I thought, well, the show's coming up in like a month. So, yeah, I'll just take you down there. And if I don't sell it, then I'll put it in. Yeah, that's how that went. God, that was long time ago. God, I wasn't married then. Because I used to buy stuff like crazy. Like, I would just go to the hobby store and buy stuff, when I get paid. I'd do one of my first stuff after I got the tip. I'd go to the hobby store and buy some train stuff. I'd go to like the flea markets and you looking through the paper and see the auctions and see, oh, the train stuff. They got trains from all railroad stuff. Oh, fill that auction, Sometimes you would get, they had stuff that, and then, they'd be like, all right, this, but then a lot of times you'd be like, nah, that's not what I was looking for. Or it just some guy would just be there and just raise the bid job, just a big job, He didn't want it, he just bid job just to do it, He done that to me like once or twice. Well, I told him I wasn't interested in that stuff, and I just bidded it up, and bidded it up, and bidded it up. And I knew he couldn't make no money on it, no matter what he did. There's no way he was going to make money on it. He didn't get out of there. I'm done. I dropped out and walked out. I'm done. Yeah, to go back and have all that stuff in there. Probably some of that stuff be worth some pretty good money today. And there's some collector cars that they have made so many of them. And then again, who knows how that market could just completely fell off the planet. Because it's not as big as what it used to be. I don't think people do that as much as what they used to be. Yeah, heck, they used to have a TV show. Oh, excuse me. Out on Sunday mornings on PBS. Used to be every Sunday morning. They go around and look. They go around and see different people's railroad, setups. Man, that show was pretty good back in the day. Now we'll just drive over here. Yeah, might as well just unload the grain truck and all over it in the truck. I thought I'd get more corn off this field than what I am. I think I'm getting just as much off this field as I did the other one, the smaller field. And this field was 100% fertilized and everything too. I think the yield bonus is a little bit higher on that right field. I mean, I got to put it down the arrow. Here, I'll get this started up, going up the other way. Here. Turn the arrow off. Get some change. Just a little bit. I don't want to get freezing. Yeah, but I have it turned down as it is. Just in time. You guys probably, thank God he should have put that mower. Come on, calm down. Yeah, I think it's about time for me to tap through that one. The battery doesn't, it's plugged in, it still don't stay flat as long as it should. thought about just getting one from over. Actually, my cell phone provider screwed my internet. Then y'all knew that story. Been watching my last stream going up, you know that I switched to it about lower. Not quite about lower. Hey. Phone service. I think it's almost 2 years now since I've had switched to their internet. Well, phones from before. I think it's almost 2 years since I switched to the internet. Nah, I can't. I know it's a little over a year because I'm still paying on my phone. I had this phone service like 2 or 3 months before I switched to the internet thing. And what I'm paying for my internet phone is less than what I just paid for internet. Through Comcast. Or not Comcast, but you know, what? It used to be like broadband, and then it went to Breeze Line, that's it. That works. And every month it kept going up and up and up and up and up. And I'm like, oh, I'm done with this. I mean, you know, especially if I'm getting, well, I could have, my bill could be a little less. Not just because I'm paying for the phone, but I went with a little bit more expensive internet. I could have got $35 a month. But the upgraded one is a little bit better. The uploading speed, the downloading speed, and you get a fire protection plan that's in on it. That's like completely comes with no brainer to do that. It's on my phone, it's on it's on the internet service, the home internet service, you know. I get unlimited everything. I've only had one problem with the internet being out since I've gotten it. And they automatically, when they knew that there was a problem, they automatically sent out a text message to everybody saying, we're sorry that our internet is down. We are working on it. It shouldn't be that long until we have back up. And it wasn't even like 8 hours it was down. It was only down like 4 hours and it was back. It's like, wow, that was quick. As a guy, I just watch movies, you know, then, you know, I've always been watching DVDs, you know. Thank God I still have those. Just the home internet was down. No, the Wi-Fi, not the phone internet. It was all still good. So if I wanted to, I could just, you know, hotspot it to, from my phone to the Xbox or the PlayStation. Oh, excuse me. We're done with this. Because next is peas or green beans and the chaser bin. It just ain't gonna, or auger wagon, whatever we just went to. This won't, you can't use it anyway, so might as well be done with this and just put this away and put the tarp over. I think there was quite a bit of manure in there, so I'll be able to spread some manure on it before we plow the field. Probably some slurry too. I could probably work with manure it too. Oh, it's a roper, not an X-boat, whatever, heck. I wish my throat would clear up. Yeah, there was less corn in that field than this one. This field is a little bigger than that one Come on, recognize it. Hey, take corn. What the heck? Oh, there's the trigger. There we go. Yeah, a little bit. Gotta go put this in the saddle. Come on. Oh, I used the wrong trailer for one. Should have used the other trailer. This ain't gonna be worth putting in here. Oh, why is it that I'm doing in there? Oh, that's why. Why did that fall down? There we go. I don't know how that tractor moved. Because I had it right over top of this when I set this up. Oh boy. Well, that's that. Might as well take the truck over the field. See, this field's all needs to be peas. And this one here is all green beans. That's the harvester we need. Well, we might as well do this first. Put the John Deere away. Wash the head first. I'll drop it off outside here. Now we'll spill some fuel in this thing. Maybe we'll sell this thing. Because we need to upgrade this anyway. But before we do, before we sell it, we'll have to drop the header off inside. Or by the door or something. Or hook up to it. Because you can sell your stuff right from this right out of here too. Trying to tell we ain't got full of fuel. Look out, Pooch. Sits in the middle of the road all the time. Crazy dog. Come on, pull there to get to the heading to the field. Oh yeah, we got grass to mow and bills to meet. Before we do all this, get started on here. That's gonna take forever. Just warning you guys now, this takes forever. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna give her a quick save. What do you mean no yield? Crazy? That's better. Yep. We're harvesting peas. This is a big field of peas too. Oh, I forgot to check the cooling dryer. Now the sweet corn I got, I have it on direct sell, which I should put in storing, but for some reason I can't look them out by hand. No, I look them out by your hand. You gotta be responsible for pallet forks to look their front loader at the same time to do it. Although that was just updated, that with the pallet on. I don't know if you can look at the sweet corn now or not. That will just keep running so. Now once these bees are off, I'll switch them to storage because I'm not going to pallet storage. Same way for green beans. Oh, this will be canned, jarred. Boy, to go after 10 o'clock already. Only time flies when you're pretty long, harvesting fields. Telling stories about the good old days. She made some pretty decent money off this field anyway. Come on now.
Well, must be a tree there.
Or something. Come on, get going. Yeah, and this harvest is way faster than the other ones. Oh, by the way. That's another reason why I got it. I keep burning in trees back here. Sorry, I had to eat a little bit of Hershey's candy bar there, chocolate bar. Oh, my sugar is getting a little, dropping a little low. Not a big Hershey bar, just like one of the little mini size ones. Peas, harvesting peas, harvesting more peas. That's okay, they'll make me good money. That's all that matters. I'm not too sure about the onions yet, where I make a lot of money on them or not. Well, when you box fry, put them in the thing where I fry them and they cut me some onions and just sold them outright. I don't know if I'd make more money that way or the way I'm doing it. Outright sell them and do them all at once. Yeah, sell fried onions are good. You got to put them in the factory. You know, That takes a while for them to go through. Should just sell all the tractors off and just sell the stuff out. Probably be a lot better. A lot. Then I wouldn't have nothing else to do. Maybe while I'm waiting for the rest of the crops to grow. I've been doing contracts on this on here too, so that helps. No. There you go. And this thing holds a lot of peas too. With the regular pea harvester, it'd have been full by now. I'd been empty it probably 2 or 3 times already. I'm probably not gonna harvest this whole field, and well, I'll harvest the whole thing, but I probably won't live stream the whole thing. If you guys want me to keep going, then we will. Your GPS is so great. Why'd you stop for? Are we hit something? I know you're not full. Maybe I bumped the back. Maybe I bumped one of the bumpers. That like cruise control. This first time I planted peas in this field and green beans in the other one. First time I planted anything in these fields, actually. I bought them, planted them, and this is the first harvest I've done on them. %yield bonus, 100% fertilized. That's not too bad. The one field is something I got 100% uh, yield bonus on. How I did it, I don't know. I planted the same day. I did everything exactly the same with the oh, the corn fields. I plowed them both. I plowed them both. I slurried both of them. I limed both of them. I did all of it. Lime, slurry, all of it. To both of them fields. And the one I got 100% yield bonus on it, and the other one I only got like a 97% yield bonus. I think that's why I got so much more corn off that other field. And they're both fully fertilized. Like I said, slurried both fields. And then the planter had fertilizer in it, so it was 100% fertilized. Last settling, and then we'll mess back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, at least you got the corn harvested tonight. Still need a bigger harvest combine and headers and stuff. Thought about doing some forestry, you know, taking the one field that I got, plant trees in it, and then cut them down. Because I haven't done the, made the museum yet, or made any, the buggies, you know, the carriages. Or didn't do none of the wagons up like at the you know, like the little or like the trains, yeah, the engines, or they're tractors. Sorry, they're tractors, the wooden tractors. Turn the one field back behind us and on the other side of the road. Could turn that into a grass field. And then the small grass field down below where beside the like the cows and the water buffaloes pens. I could, where that grass field is, plant trees in there. Not popular, just like regular trees. Like, you know, like pine trees or spruce trees or then get the harvester and put a sawmill there and make the boards and everything else you need to. That's an idea. Maybe I'll do that after I cut that grass off and bail out. I'll plant that field first full of grass, let it grow. When it's grown, the other one will grow too. Another grass field I have, I would take it out and turn it into like a regular crop back in that. Like maybe some wheat or some barley or something like that. There's some stupid. Wish you could just turn them into ham. Did I just say that out loud? Get my rifle out. Let's play some of them off. Take them down and turn them into hams. It's a pork chop. I don't know if wild boars eat a lot. Yeah, I don't know if they'd be any good or not. They're just wild pigs over yard. I mean, you know. I mean, they are pork. I mean, there's this wild. Sure, you can eat them. Can't see why not. Might be a little gamey taste from different things. I mean, you go out in the woods and you go out and hunt turkeys. Okay. The turkey shoot in the field that you shoot, that you hunt out in the woods, tastes different than when you buy at the store. I mean, it tastes totally different. My preference is I like a lot of turkey. They're actually very good tasting. They're just a lot of work. Worst part's getting feathers off. My best friend's grandmother showed me an easy way to get them off. Yeah, my very first turkey ever shot. Boy, but that thing tastes good. So I'm saying, my mom was cooking. My mom, it's a wild chicken, I ain't cooking it. Mom, it's a turkey. The same thing is what you gotta store them by. I ain't cooking, blah, blah, blah. No, so, I'm best friend, Graham cooked for us. Needless to say, I had dinner there at their house. Yep, my best friend's parents had dinner at Graham's house. Yeah. That's because my mom was cooking a lot of turkey. I cooked Monday off to do nothing to it. It's all done. Oh, feathers were off over. You know. All the giblets and neck that's all off of it. I mean, yeah, I think I shot it one day and we had it a couple days later. I mean, it's like the weekend. We had turkey. Really, Sunday dinner. Holiday, we just had turkey. I mean, you can freeze them. Like I have to get big enough freezer bag or, you know, put them in. You know. Actually, we could even smoke it if we wanted to. And smoke pot. We didn't. We just... We cooked them up in the old oven. Stuffed them up and threw them in the oven. Yeah, you'll never see that in this game, though, you know. Not on the console versions, anyway. I should say. Because on 15, I had it on PC and I made sausage. Oreo cookies and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And then I bought an Xbox One. Yes. And then I started playing my console. Well, I played consoles before. I had an Atari 2600. I had a Nintendo. I can't remember what Nintendo was now. I used to play Mario Kart as crazy. Mario Kart. Nintendo or what am I Super Nintendo? I had a PS, I had a PlayStation, I had a PS2, PS3, a 4, and I got the 5. Once Bird Simulator came out on like the console version, like the Xbox. The PlayStation. There was no turning back. So much easier to play on console. Well, I can't see that because I had a controller. I had the Xbox controller to the PC. You know, played with 15 on there. It's just that not a computer, you know, a gaming computer was actually lit. What? No, it played fine. And with 17th Mount Blue, is that a big difference? And 17 and 19 and 22. I still have both the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation, you know, 5. It lasts me all the time, it works better, you know. I have really no preference. I think they both play perfect, no problem, either one of them. Controllers on the PlayStation 5. Yeah. I've gone through 3 of them. Now this is the 3rd one. And the Xbox, now that controller's gonna go. So, I mean, it's, if you use them, they're gonna go back. You know, so it's just part of life. Part of the game. I will say one thing though, on PS4, I never had to buy a controller. It's still got the original controller to it. Hard drive just went mid. That's why I got PS5. The hard drive with the controller. That and I wanted the new Farm Simulator. I was, you know, I remember when it first came out, everybody was like, whoa. Everybody played on PS4 wasn't happy because they weren't making it for PS4. Well, you gotta move, they can't just, you know, you gotta move forward. You know. Now, like, I have 17 for both PlayStation and the Xbox, 19 both, 22 both, 25 the only one I have for is on PS5. I got to the point like, why am I buying, you know, two copies? Well, one for the PlayStation, one for the Xbox. It's dumb. You can't play both at the same time anyway. And I don't play with friends online like I used to. I mean, I had friends that just, they had Xbox, so I don't know. Well, yeah, I'll buy it for Xbox. I have friends that had the PlayStation, right? And that's why I bought copies for both. Now I, yeah. Heck, I don't even have PlayStation Plus anymore, or the Xbox, you can play on the Xbox anymore. Yeah, so. I know I've been telling Ryan that I'll get the, you know, I'll get PlayStation Plus so we can play some Cell Runner together. And that SnowRunner is great. I do like how they do it. You know, they just keep adding on to the same game that they got. They keep updating it. They bring out a new season, you know, pass, and they add new, like, you know, maps and stuff to it, and it's really good. I mean, other game out there, like, you know, like Farm Simulator, like every 3 years now, they come out with a new one. Before it was every 2 years. Hey, what you want the DLCs? You just, you know, just like on here, you buy the season pass, and you wait to see what's coming, you know, and then decide. And buy them individually. Me, I just buy the season passes because if I don't like what's coming out, you know, it's still cheaper to do it that way than it is to buy them individual. So I have used some of the new, I do have some of the new DLC just come out where we got the where we got the wild boars. I'm using the one slurry injector on the back of a slurry tanker. Now, I haven't tried none of the self-propelled slurry things yet, but they look pretty cool. I just haven't gotten around to buying one yet, or trying one yet. I'm just waiting for Bumps and Hoses to come out. Come on, Giants. And they said they're gonna bring them back, and I can't wait. How much of this field we've done already? And we're done. We're just a little. We're over half full, but I mean we're probably 3/4 full? I would say. I did buy the extra large holding tank on this. So it holds more. But, well, that's just not half empty out. Do this, just purple print under it if we don't. I don't know, I put the bike, but I got a long ways to go yet for this. It's cool. I might get rid of some fuel in this work. Of course, it's full. Almost 5 till 11. I'll go to 11 o'clock tonight here, and then we'll about another 6 minutes or so, and I'll probably end the stream there. And gotta do my night meds and stuff like that. Getting more meds to take at night. At least we got the corn done tonight. Still forgot to put straw in the cows in the water buffalo. I've been doing it low, but I still have some bedding in there, not a lot. I need to plant some wheat or some barley, at least wheat or barley, and so I can get the straw off of it. So I have it for total mix ration and bedding. I definitely got to mow both grass fields. Bale them both. Make hay bales. Because and I don't need to put them in the feeders for the wild boars to keep them away or whatever. It's you have to do that from like November through like February. Because I just filled them in February, and I looked at them now, and they still got, you know, hay in them, so I don't have to put nothing in them. I kept saying I'm gonna put seasons on and do seasons and download precision farming and do that too, but I just nah. Just do it. Just keep playing it the old way, you know. Tom used to playing it. I mean, precision farming is not hard to do. It's actually saves you money, but it can be a little. It costs you more money too. Getting your field dirt, getting the dirt just perfect for the field. You know, and I only plant whenever the weather, you know, map, you know, I only plant certain months, this, that, you know, like seasons and unseasons and stuff, you know. I plant and skip, you know, skipping the months, then so it's time to harvest them again. But meanwhile, I feed the cows and feed the water buffalo, the chickens, and and the sheep and the goats. I'm waiting for my dairy that I put on the farm to empty out because it's so slow. I mean, I haven't put milk or none of the milk's in them, and I couldn't tell you for how long, and it's still not empty. I'm gonna put a different dairy in. Then this month, I only got one thing of what's that? Buffalo mozzarella, and one thing of regular milk, and one thing of goat, or yeah, the goat's milk, bottle of goat's milk. What happens to the buffalo milk that's in there? I didn't get no bottle of that. I didn't get no goat's cheese. That's what I mean. And it runs so slow. It's like. So I'm gonna put a different dairy in there. Because I got lots of milk. I got lots of goat's milk. I got lots of regular milk, and I got lots of buffalo milk. Well, not a lot of buffalo milk. I don't think we can check a little bit, but I don't. As far as I remember, there wasn't that much, but I knew there's some there. See, the goat's milk. And that's what they're, you know. Yeah, see, look at the cow milk. That's almost, you know, what is it, 37,000 liters there? Yeah, 37,375 liters of milk. That's in that thing that I could take down and sell. And the buffalo milk is only, 13,000 liters. Yay. But but now if I come down here and look at the dairy. I haven't put milk in none of them in months. but it's just not producing fast enough. Yeah, buffalo mozzarella. See, it just don't put out fast enough. You eat 3 times to 2 times mozzarella. Well, when it's only 480 cycles a month, and to do that, and 144 a month for the bottled milk, then come down to goat's milk, 144, and 960 to get the goat's cheese, and regular milk, 480 cycles a month for regular milk. And see, I don't even have regular cheese turned on, which I could, but I'm not. Or butter. I'm not even making no butter. Because I thought, well, that's going to go fast. I'm thinking if I make the cheese, look at that. 13, 20 cycles per month. I bet you I'll get lots of that cheese, burger cheese, but the price of it's not really. What is the price of regular cheese? BC cakes. Burger cheese. Yeah, whoa. That farmer's market 5706, 5,706, 5,625. Gold Crest spot. Yeah, see, I won't rent the chain. I won't rent the train to to send it off. And restaurant 5,476. That might be worth doing the regular cheese. Because your goat. Yeah, see, fried onions. I'm doing fried onions. Well, what's regular? What is the goat cheese and milk sell for? Regular milk. If I were just to sell it at the dairy. Bottled milk. That passed buffalo milk and stuff up. It's not a big order. Apples. Okay. Okay. Bottled buffalo mozzarella. Yeah, see, if it just produce it faster, they'll price that stuff. Same with the milk. It just don't produce it fast enough. Goat's cheese. Yeah, see? Goat's cheese really, it's iffy. And the milk, But I'll tell you what, though. We're going to kick on this cheese. Maybe that'll make my milk thing go down faster. And once I get rid of all that milk out of that dairy, I'm going to demolish it and put a bigger one in. Something that produces a little bit more a month, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, because once these peas are all sold off, that sweet corn's all paid off, that dry corn gets all paid off, green beans get all paid, you know, harvested and canned and, you know, like peas and all that, you know, canned and green beans jarred. And sold off. I'll, I'll be able to find a new combine. And a header, and a regular header, and a corn header. They'll be able to plant, they no. They'll throw a wheat field or something in. You need to plant a wheat field anyway, just they get it. So I can get the straw off of it. Then, and that's feed for the chickens too. This field wouldn't be half as I wouldn't be half as far down to this field with the other with the regular pea harvester. It'd stop and empty out. Probably wouldn't even make the full length up and down before it was full. It wouldn't have made it all the way around. The you know. The headlands. You'd almost have to cut this field in half. Like go halfway down and take that 3 or 4 strips out of the middle, you know. Break it up in sections or, you know, half the field. Yeah, this thing, you know, like, it's harvesting them at like at 10 mile an hour. You know, come on. Anyway, compared to 6 mile an hour, yeah. As I said, I'm emptying every, you know. Okay, we're harvesting 9 mile an hour. That's because it's going downhill back there, but still. That 3 mile an hour makes a big difference when you're harvesting. Well, I think I'm going to call a stream here. Everybody have a good day. Great night. Whichever may be for you. And everybody just stay safe out there. Just take it easy. You know? Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody take it easy. Later, everybody. Have a good one.